Good morning, everyone. Today I'm sharing what I eat in a day. I know I'm a few days late, but hey, better late than never, right? I had a few extra fun fun experiences this past week, and I couldn't squeeze in doing my video, so it's late and I'm really sorry. But hopefully next week I can get back to my regularly scheduled vlogging. And the thing is I actually had stuff for almost every day this week, so it's really disappointing that I had to take a small break, and I'm really sorry. So anyway, we're going to start out with breakfast. I have my breakfast sitting on my lap, and I'm going to show you what I'm eating. Okay, so this is the keto sausage, gravy, and biscuits. And I know it looks a little bit weird. You can see my gravy right there, but when I rewarm up the gravy, it does that. But it still tastes really good. It just looks a little strange. I was trying to make more gravy with the sausage because I felt like I was just getting so much sausage and not enough gravy. And it didn't work out so well. It tastes good. It just looks weird. So anyway, my sausage and gravy, and then I'm making a singing canary. My water's warming up on the stove. So there we go, breakfast. Okay, so this is my lunch, and it's actually a burger on low-carb bread. But look, it's the jalapeno burgers from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook with mustard, Swiss cheese, and a pickle. The bread I made was really small, the bread I have is really small, so I just made 2 sandwiches. And they're really, really good. You should definitely try the jalapeno burgers from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. My snack for today is the keto cereal from Walmart. I don't believe it. I put it this way. Pearl said it wasn't like exactly the best cereal, but I didn't know that when I got it. So I only bought 1 box of it, the chocolate one. And a lot of people say it tastes like cardboard. I don't think it does, but I also add sweetener to the milk, and to me it tastes really good. But I am one of these people that hasn't really had sugar for so many years that, to be honest, I don't think it's a fair thing to say, oh, you'll really love it and it'll taste like Cocoa Puffs, because I don't remember what Cocoa Puffs taste like anymore. So to me, it's really good because I don't have to make it. And because I add the sweetener to the milk, I think it tastes fine. But I will probably not buy it again unless I find it on a discount, because it is very expensive. And I don't particularly care for the cinnamon, because that's the other one they had was chocolate or cinnamon. If they had peanut butter chocolate, I would have bought that one, but they didn't have that. So anyway, I actually really like it, and it's been a very good snack for me, but I'm glad that it's gone. So for supper, my son and I made these jalapeno peppers. We call them atomic bombs. They're really not. And this is avocado and salsa that I'm gonna dip it in. And this is probably one of our favorite suppers. We don't make it very often because it's a lot of work, but it's definitely very good and delicious. So, yum. So, my day didn't go quite as I expected it to. It was a little bit choppy, and I didn't end up recording my evening snack. I just took a picture, so sorry about that. It is actually the secret silk pie. It's the pie with okra in it, and I really enjoyed it. I have 1 piece left. I'll explain why that's funny in a minute, but I've pretty much ate the whole pie by myself. I think I gave my husband 1 piece, but the rest of it I've actually ate the whole thing, and that's not normal for me. That's usually a lot. That's why I had asked if anybody had suggestions for making like half a pie, because it takes me so long to eat it. But oh well, that's all right. Anyway, that was what I eat in a day. Sorry it took so long, and I'm posting it terribly late. Like I mentioned before, my week didn't quite go as expected, and I'll probably talk a little bit more about it in another video, but definitely have one of those weeks that it would be nice not to repeat it. So anyway, now I'm going to talk to you about the 100 Days of Inspiration. This week was, I think it was day 11 to week 17. And I don't know, there were a couple of things that stuck out that I got some good information or just something interesting that I learned. And I'll name the one. If I remember the other one, I'll get the other one. But one of them was talking about differences in personalities. And I'm definitely more like Pearl. I hate to exercise. There isn't anything that I like to do. I don't mind walking, but I actually hate it. I have considered running. And I've always had this like joke that, you know, if you see me running, you better be running, because there is definitely someone chasing me and you better run. I had this conversation with somebody on Facebook this week about it, and they're like, oh, well, you know, you just have to make sure that you're not the slowest person running then. And I'm like, yeah, funny. Yeah, right. I just don't. I've tried running more than once, but definitely not something I do. I struggle with asthma type stuff, so it's just not going to be something that I'm going to do. I don't mind walking. I don't love it. I don't think I could ever do weightlifting, not anymore. I think when I had children, I felt like I had huge arm muscles and I absolutely hated it. And I don't want to do that again because my arms would never fit in normal shirts because my muscles were too big and it was really annoying. And now I have back issues because I have poor posture, so that probably has a lot to do with it. So I definitely yeah, so I need to work on the walking thing. And I have a dog. Actually, I have 2 dogs, so it's like, it's not like I don't have somebody to go with me. I just hate doing it. Because as you know, when you get older, you really need to resistance is probably one of the most important things as far as not like letting yourself just sit there and waste away. And I definitely don't want to do that. And so I guess I'm going to go with the consensus of Pearl and be fine, I'll walk. But I really don't enjoy it. And I do better in the summer. I actually don't exercise at all in the summer because I am in my garden probably 3 days a week. So, and yeah, I don't think I need any more than that, because that honestly keeps me moving for probably 2 or 3 hours just in the garden alone. So I don't feel like I need any more exercise than that. That keeps me plenty busy. Okay, and then the other thing that I got from the book, let's see if I can find it. It was talking about, let's see, why are you so scared to trust God? I don't know. This kind of struck me this week because the issue with the Supreme Court and all that came down, and just praying that hopefully that some of that will give a lot of people relief. I know that there are so many in the medical profession that won't help. So my heart goes out to them because, you know, it's like where there's a risk, there needs to be a choice. And I'm not necessarily in that category because I'm not in the medical field, but my family is. So it's, you know, I don't know if next week there won't be a paycheck or whatever. I've actually lost some of my jobs because of this, you know, stuff going on. So it's just, it affects everybody, whether you're for or against it. You're still affected by it just because it's a controversy on either side. So it doesn't really matter what side you're on, you're still stuck in it, unfortunately. So just you know, trusting God that He brings you through it or gives you a way to get through it with His help. And it's one of those things where, do you really trust God, or do you just say that you do? And even though it's probably a little bit different than a personal circumstance, as far as, you know, somebody doing something to you, I don't know, it's a different circumstance to trust God. And I feel like I've had to trust God with other things, but this has never been one I've actually had to do it. Well, I haven't had to do it in a while, so definitely one of those things that God's gonna have to work. And yeah, anyway, not trying to be Mrs. Doomsday today, but but that's kind of what I got out of the 100 days of inspiration. So I don't know how you're doing, but tomorrow I start, actually it's not, yeah, that's because I just did the weekend. I actually do this on Wednesday and I'm like a few days late, so I just did to 18 just to talk about it. But next week we'll do 7 more days, and I noticed something, and I might consider doing it for my next challenge, because I want to do I'm That Girl book for the next challenge. They have shorts, and I'm thinking, I should do shorts every day about the different chapters that I read. That might be kind of fun. I won't do it with this one just because the chapters are extremely short. I mean, what are they, like 2 pages at the most? And it seems kind of weird to do a short every day with that. So I'm not going to do it for this particular challenge, but maybe I might do it for the next one. So anyways, thanks for tagging along and letting me ramble on and on. So I'll talk with you later. Bye!